Oh, tell me why you harry so. Hush a fool, hush and listen, and his face was all aglow. I bring orders from the captain, get you ready quick and soon, for our pikes must be together by the rising of the moon. The rising of the moon, the rising of the moon, and our pikes must be together by the rising of the moon. And come tell me, Sean O'Farrell, where the battle is to be. At the old spot by the river, quite well known to you and me. And by way of signal virtue, whistle out the marching tune, with your pikes upon your shoulders at the rising of the moon. The rising of the moon, the rising of the moon, with your pikes upon your shoulders at the rising of the moon. Out from many a mud wall cabin eyes were watching through the night. Many a manly heart was beating for the blessed morning light. Murmurs ran along the valley like the banshee's lonely croon, and 1,000 blades were flashing by the rising of the moon. The rising of the moon, the rising of the moon, and 1,000 blades were flashing by the rising of the moon. River, a black mass of men was seen, and above their shining weapons hung their own beloved dreams. Death to every foe and traitor, whistle out the marching tune. Sing hurrah, me boys, for freedom, it's the rising of the moon. The rising of the moon, the rising of the moon. Sing hurrah, me boys, for freedom, it's the rising of the moon. The rising of the moon, the rising of the moon. Sing hurrah, me boys, for freedom, it's the rising of